We're going to move right along to Second String, where we talk all things tech in general. So your boy, I think we talked about this last week, to where Zuckerberg was all up in Apple's business. Well, it looks like
He's back at
Zuckerberg,
it.
yeah, he's back at it again. This time, it seems like this is the ongoing tangential battle between the blue bubbles versus the green bubbles. It sounds like Zuckerberg, instead of jumping on the green bubble side, Zuckerberg has decided to weigh in with WhatsApp, since, of course, Meta is the parent company of both Facebook and WhatsApp. Zuckerberg has decided to say, all right, we ain't messing with the green bubbles or the blue bubbles. What we're going to do is put up WhatsApp, because according to Zuckerberg, WhatsApp offers end-to-end encryption across all devices, which technically he is correct. But what he's failing to, what he is trying to get around, is saying, well, if I'm an iPhone user and I'm talking to an Android user, then my messengers are not end-to-end encrypted. If I'm using WhatsApp on an iPhone and my mother's using WhatsApp on an Android, those are end-to-end encrypted. But I'm tending to lean on the side of Tim Cook, to where it says, all right, well, I need to get my mother an iPhone
Mhm.
so I can use iMessage, that in addition to end-to-end encryption, because what's technically not factual about Zuckerberg's claim is, if you are on an iPhone and I'm messaging somebody on an iPhone, it's end-to-end encrypted. In addition to that, if I'm messaging you and you're on an iPad, if I'm messaging you and you're on a Mac, they're also end-to-end encrypted, in addition to giving me the ability to message somebody on multiple devices. So in addition to being able to do phones, the ability for iMessage to message other devices in general is a benefit in and of itself, in addition to being able to use iMessage, which is far superior than SMS, or far superior than anything else Google has. And
Mhm.
I'm willing to argue that iMessage is a little bit better than WhatsApp, even though a benefit to WhatsApp is just flat out more people use WhatsApp.
Yeah.
So I just want to get your thoughts on Zuckerberg still trying to take little subtle jabs at Apple, and whether or not he has a point, to where, WhatsApp is more popular. So he may have something, or what do you think?
In the infamous words of Nene Leaks, why am I in it? Why
Right.
is he worried about what Apple is doing if your app is so fantastic and so great? Just talk about your product. You don't have to
Right.
bring in someone else's product, especially when you're leaving out a huge caveat as it relates to safety. And being honest, Mark Zuckerberg and privacy,
That's what I
those
was going
two
to say.
things don't
Right.
they don't jive with me, because we've seen how he's handling Facebook over there. So I don't
Mm-hmm.
trust anything like that when he is trying to say, what has the higher advantage in the privacy space, when we've seen repeatedly what his company does with people's data over
Right.
on Facebook. So
Right.
just stick to what you know. Big up your app if that's what you're here for, but you can leave other people out of it because it's not helpful.
Right. That's what I was going to say. In addition to privacy and security in Facebook in general, which you need to be focused on that, right? Even with WhatsApp, right? Businesses, if you have a Facebook business, you automatically get the ability to now reach out to users in WhatsApp and actually pay for advertising. So I guarantee you, in the next 6 months or so, you're going to start seeing a lot more advertisements. You're going to see a lot more solicitation from businesses using Facebook's advertising platform across all the platforms, across
Mhm.
Facebook, across Instagram, and across WhatsApp.
Everything
So
Meta owned, because
so
it's
before
all in the family.
so imagine all of these text messages you're getting about midterm elections and
Mhm.
voting. Imagine getting those also in WhatsApp, because
WhatsApp.
a political action committee or some sort of group has decided we're going to blast these election notifications via WhatsApp businesses. That's well within the realm of WhatsApp. So all that to say, so what? Uh, Everything is end encrypted. But if businesses can just cold call me on WhatsApp, nah, I'm straight.
Yeah. I get enough of it on my regular text message of companies selling my number.
Right.
So, it doesn't need to be in WhatsApp too. But like you said, that's likely where it's headed, and you'll start to see that fairly soon.
Right. And I don't think that's going to be a feature that Zuckerberg is going to want to
Want to
tout
highlight.
when
Right.
he's really trying to go up against iMessage. So I just thought that was interesting. He's still up in Apple's business. All right, moving right
Still.
along. Right, moving right along. I thought this was an interesting story. We know TikTok is kind of taking over. It's the main source that people go to watch viral videos. A lot of content creators are using that as their main platform, or in addition to, or in the place of like YouTube.
Mhm.
A lot of people just assume that TikTok is, anything goes over in TikTok, and a lot of people assume that you go over there and it's going to be some sketchy, racy, risque stuff in general, which is why you think a lot of people flock to TikTok. But I'm reading this story on Forbes, and it seems like there are a lot of creators who are using TikTok for education, which
Mhm.
again, I wouldn't have thought a
Who
million
would have
years.
thought?
Right. I don't use TikTok for education. I use it to be entertained. I use it to laugh. I use it to follow people that I think are interesting, but not because they're teaching me something. So I just thought this was interesting because there's a hashtag that's called Learn on TikTok. And there are a lot of content creators like teachers, physics
Mhm.
teachers, mathematic teachers, all these different education backgrounds, and they are getting a lot of followers using these hashtags called like Learn on TikTok, to where there's a study talk tag that's amassed 6 billion views.
Wow.
The number of videos with the hashtag Learn on TikTok has increased 15%, faster growth than the dance slash meme or hashtag comedy or hashtag makeup or hashtag story time tags have seen in the same time period, which is what you see. Well, which is what
Mhm.
I tend to see a lot on TikTok. A lot of people doing some trendy dance, or the story time had TikToks, which get on my nerves because
Mess.
basically what people are doing is they're trying to manipulate the algorithm to keep you watching their TikToks. So they'll drag on with this story
If they're
forever
if
and
they're making a cake, it's just like they spend 20 minutes on, and we're gonna show you, and this is how it turns out. And you thinking you're coming to the end, it's like then they stretch it out a little bit further. So yeah, those are
and then you got
annoying.
and then you got to go to part two, and then they're doing all of these. One of the things I'm starting to see now with these story times is slideshows. So they'll
Mm.
show you picture on top of picture on top of picture, and you hear the music in the background, and it's captioned, or maybe somebody's actually doing the not the caption, but the narration is the word I'm
Okay.
looking for. They're narrating a story, and it's just dragging on and dragging on and dragging on. Before you know it, I'm watching the same TikTok for like 5 minutes waiting for the hook. I didn't come to TikTok for that. I'll go to
Right.
YouTube.
This
I'll
is
go to
short
YouTube.
form. Short
Right,
form,
right.
people.
It's supposed to be short form, but it ain't, right? But even still, the whole point of the reason why I brought this up is there are a lot of people, if not getting more popular than some of these other hashtags and some of these ways that people are using TikTok, they're actually using it for education. So I just thought that
Mm.
was cool because I never would have thought that's what a lot of folks are going to TikTok for. So
Listen,
hats
that's what
off
the
to them.
people are. That's what the people
Right.
are. So content creators are going to go where the people are. And unfortunately, YouTube has just become a big, I mean, it's almost as big of a cesspool as Twitter. It's just, you never know what you're going to get over there. So,
Mm-hmm.
and all the kids, the whatever is below Gen Z, they're all over on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
TikTok is their domain. And so
Right.
advertisers, content creators, they're going to go where the people are. And the people are over on TikTok.
Yep. 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 The story that I'm reading in Forbes talks about this guy. His name is Joshua Martin. He teaches algebra, calculus, and physics lessons on TikTok, and he's trying to do his best to combat science misinformation because, of course, these kids, if they
Obviously.
see it on the internet, it must be true. So
Right.
there's a lot of misinformation as it relates to science. So he's kind of, fighting that. So they tell a story about him posting his first TikTok video in 2019, and now he has 600,000 followers.
Wow.
In his first
Teaching math.
video, right? In his first video, he taught a quick trick for multiplying numbers by 9. In another, he urged students to visit his YouTube channel for physics and math help. That video, where he told people to go to YouTube, the video alone got 4 million views, and he went from 1,500 subscribers on YouTube to 40,000 in one
Wow.
night. Now, as of date, he has 85,000 subscribers on YouTube, all because he's showing people how to do physics and math. So I thought that was cool because, TikTok can turn into a, what do you call it, the death scroll, to where you're just scrolling
Mm-hmm.
and scrolling and
Scrolling,
scrolling and
scrolling, scrolling.
scrolling.
Yeah.
At least you're learning something.
Yeah. At least you can learn a little something. Combat some misinformation while you're at it.
Right, and quit trying to learn the latest dance with some of some of the people I know personally, trying to jump on some of these dance viral videos. It's like, y'all are too old. Just stop it. Just quit. Let the young kids take over and let them do their
Let them
thing. You
have
are
their fun.
you are too old trying to do the, what's the latest one? It's real simple. I
The
think it's
Cuff It Challenge
Beyonce.
one? Yeah, it's the Cuff It Challenge one.
And so I don't follow Beyonce like that, so I don't know the song. But it's
Love
like
the
this
song. That's
real,
my favorite song on the album.
okay. So it's this real simple dance that you're supposed to do with multiple people or something like that. I still haven't figured it out, but it's just
So it
like,
started with these two girls. They were getting
okay,
dressed, getting ready to go out.
okay,
And they were doing their makeup and they had their drinks or whatever. And they
right,
did this little dance. It's very simple, very
hmm,
straightforward. But of all of the TikTok dances, people can't seem to get this one. And it's one of the easiest
and
TikTok dances to do. And they look so bad. It's like, don't do
and
it.
every single person seems like they're doing their own thing, and nobody
Doing a
can get
different
on the right
version.
beat, and nobody starts at the right time.
Yeah.
All the more reason it's like, let these young kids have it, because y'all look
Right.
stupid.
And if you do the video and you look at it and you see that everybody is on a different wave, don't post it.
Right,
Just keep
right,
it for your own enjoyment.
right.